this is a deep favorite of mine. She's a local video game music transcriber and DJ, and she's very dear to the scene here in Vancouver and to the larger EDM VGM scene at large. So please give it up for Jewel Maiden. $10 to the arts today. Wow, if you needed another reminder to donate $10 to the arts today, let's all purchase some fries for Jewel Maiden, and we have her here to talk about her set. Hi. Hi,
Lots of
Jewel.
fries.
Lots of
Hi.
fries, yes.
I'd like garlic fries, curly fries, parmesan fries.
Oh,
Yes,
Parmesan
truffle
fries.
fries. So,
Ooh.
yeah, make my dream come true, everyone.
Yeah. Truffle fries. Yeah, we got to go all out and get some fancy fries for our friend Jewel Maiden here tonight.
I would be eternally grateful.
I'd be grateful too. I want Jewel to have fries. I want her to have fancy fries. She's a wonderful human being and deserves the fanciest of fries. So please help her achieve her dream. Thank you so much, everybody. And thank you, Jewel, for that really sweet, like, that seemed, I mean, I'm just echoing the sentiments in the chat, but I mean, that seems like such a wonderful way to cap off this whole day. Thank you so much for your set.
Yeah, and thank you for having me as well. Like, usually I was thinking of doing just a plain DJ set, it's really fun, nothing wrong with that. Or just like a tutorial on sheet music transcriptions. But since there are so many artists for the virtual fest, I thought I would do something different, which is what you saw today. It's sort of a hybrid of a DJ set, which I really like doing. But my true passion kind of stems from back when I was a kid, and it was really just playing Donkey Kong Country songs and Donkey Kong Country game and really wanting to transcribe that into sheet music. So I would just write really awful sheet music on a notebook. Like there's no rhythm, there's no syncopation, there was no like key signature, but I just had to get something down so that I could replay those melodies back whenever I wanted to. And thankfully, I was sort of forced into piano as well, so I kind of learned a little bit of that theory. I really hated practicing, and nobody ever told me that this would be useful, so I quit. And then now that I'm coming back into it and seeing like Tiny Waves and all these awesome video game artists, I'm like, hey, I can be like that too. Like I still have that knowledge, and I really want to pour out that love into video game music. So let's try transcribing and let's try taking that a little further to make video game covers. And let's take it even further today to play some keyboard while I DJ my own video game remixes, which are available on my Spotify. So everything done today were all of my own songs. That might be why some of the transitions are a little funky because I'm still working on a lot of video game music, but I really wanted to get that love and feeling across of just sort of my own handcrafted material and sort of my own keyboarding with my own video game cover. So I hope I really did get that feeling across. And if you like what you heard, go on to my website, go on to my Spotify. All that music is there and available, as well as YouTube if that's your choice of viewing.
Definitely, and I'd like to slap onto that as well that you are pretty active over on MuseScore, which is a very interesting transcribing community, and that link is available through the jewelmaiden.card.co link there. You've got a link to your MuseScore profile where you are offering these arrangements to the community, as it were.
Yeah, so they're completely free. That's sort of how I started off with transcribing it. Actually, started again with Starbound 4 years ago, and the syntax is a little bit funky as well. But it started off with just beautiful music from that video game, and then I started going to Gunvolt, which is sort of like a spiritual successor to Mega Man Zero, if people have played that. And then now I'm sort of going back to the roots of what I played as a kid, which is Mega Man X series and Donkey Kong Country. And even if the newer generation doesn't really know or appreciate this music, I hope, people who have played the game and maybe are similar age to me will kind of remember all these lovely memories from their childhood and sort of bring back those really awesome feelings from back then. And in a way, it is sort of like it's when you're transcribing, it's sort of like writing a love letter to the composer and just letting them know, like, hey, I really appreciate your music. This is the way I sort of express my happiness and my appreciation for their beautiful compositions.
Yeah, I agree to that. And yeah, and like I also love just the way that you then take those transcriptions and you translate them to your own style of DJ and EDM, VGM EDM. I don't know. There's got to be some kind of like happy merger of those acronyms somehow. I don't know what the proper formation is,
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
but your style is really really awesome. And yeah, there was a lot of energy in the chat, like, oh, I would totally see myself drunk dancing to this. Like people were imagining what the audience would look like and stuff like that. And I also wanted to add that you mentioned that this was the first time that you'd performed a DJ set entirely of your own arrangements.
It's my first time DJing virtually as well. And yeah, the first time I played only my own songs was at MagFest 2020 with Tiny Waves, and that was really fantastic. And I wanted to take it a step further today and put in some keyboard action, it was a lot more work than I thought, because even though I had my own transcriptions set up, I kind of had to extract just like to make it a little bit more simple, because I am really rusty after years of non-practice. Like, even though I do a lot of transcriptions and I really enjoy it, that pace is very different from, trying to play the notes on time and having it on rhythm. And then my set kind of goes faster and faster. And as soon as it hits from the Mega Man X4 Iris at 135 BPM and kind of like bumping that up to like Gunvolt Zonda theme to 150, like, oh boy, like my fingers were just on fire. And I knew I had to warm up before that session, and it was a challenge.
Awesome. Well, I mean, the effort really came through. You had a wonderful set. Everybody here thoroughly enjoyed themselves. I hope everybody in the chat is hitting those links and following you and checking out your Spotify, etc. It's been a wonderful time, Jewel. I think we're going to wrap things up here, but thank you so much for being part of the show. We really enjoyed your set and look forward to having you back again sometime.
Thank you. I'd love to play again. I'm most active on Twitter and Spotify, and if you did enjoy my live playing today, be sure to suggest me to MagFest, MagWest, PAX West. All of those suggestions really help, as I'm sort of a tiny artist right now, but yeah, I would love to continue my love for video game music.
And we would love to continue our love for your video game music. On that note, thank you again so much, Jewel, and have a great night.
You too. Good night, Josh.
Okay, take care.